And if you're having issues, domestic violent issues at home, here are the places, the women's crisis centers in northern Kentucky. Here's the hotline first. And we got about 7 locations in northern Kentucky. They got a Covington address, Hebron, Williamstown. They got one in Carrollton, so for anybody in Gallatin County, 502-732-0101. Maysville, and Vanceburg.
Yeah, so the other day I ran into this racist, and the guy was talking about Michael Jackson being an N-word, that rhymes with chigger. Well, he kept on saying this word over and over again, and finally got under my skin, and I was like, look, Michael Jackson's had a lot of good songs out there, a very inspiring message, so, you want to put all this racist crap on it, that's bullshit. So, I stood up, but the guy was like, saying motherfucker this, motherfucker that, too, so he kind of came over with just this, I'm an alpha male thing I could do and say whatever the hell I want to say. Well, I didn't like it, and I called him. I was like, hey, look, motherfucker, Michael Jackson's okay. Well, that pissed him off. He went off, and he was like, oh, yeah, he threw his beer down, and he's like, let's fight about this. You want to fight about this? That's great. And I didn't know how to deal with the situation. I'm looking at my friends, and my friends are looking at me thinking, oh, no, don't fight. Just walk away, go in the house. But damn, if I'm standing there, if I'm standing right outside my own, my friend's house, and somebody comes up to me like that, I can't just walk away from it every time. Sure, you got to pick your battles, but you also got to be able to stand up for yourself. You got to be able to defend yourself. And I'd asked Kevin, my sperm donor, what I should have done about it, and he told me he couldn't decide. He didn't know who was right. Oh, I think he comes in, the racist comes in and buys a couple packs of gum, so I can't really decide who's right and who's wrong. Whatever. It's about being afraid. It's like people know that you're afraid, and they're just going to keep on pouncing on you until you finally do stand up. They think you're a dumb dog. Oh, yeah, you're afraid. You've always been afraid of me, and that's why I'm going to keep on yelling and shouting and treating you like shit. That's Christy. That's my sister. Right there. And every time Kevin's ever done anything to me, she's been right there behind him telling him that it's okay to do. No, it ain't okay. And when I speak up, then she's yelling at me, saying, stop doing that, stop doing that. No, this is bullshit. If you all actually love me, if you all actually cared for me, then you would tell me to stand up. Don't let anybody disrespect you. Don't let anybody get in your face. And if somebody's hitting you, you punch back. And with this guy, I didn't know what to do, but in the back of my mind, I kind of did. He said he wanted to fight. Hell, I should have just dropped my stuff right there and went over there and decked him. That's what I should have done. That might have turned into more of a bloodier conflict, but frankly, I would have been teaching that guy a lesson. You can't just go around any place you want to, cussing up a storm, saying, being an extreme racist and then challenging people to fight and not get any consequences for it. Shit. And the only person that told me that wasn't my father, wasn't Christy, it wasn't none of them. It wasn't nobody in my family has ever told me these things, never. It was John Brown. John Brown. Guy stands at the end of the corner by the courthouse. And that's exactly what he said. He's like, you know what? I told him that I'm getting sick and tired of being afraid. I'm getting tired of being afraid all the time, and it's pissing me off. And he goes, well, that's your problem right there. Just stop being afraid. Quit being afraid. And that did hit me like a ton of bricks. Quit being afraid. Everybody out there, quit being afraid. If you're intimidated and you're fearful, people will use that against you for the rest of your life. That's what they want. They want you to back down. They want you to be fearful, so that way they can always treat you like the dumb dog that they've always treated you. And if you've always been like that and you speak up, they ain't going to like it. And frankly, they don't speak for you. They don't speak for you. They don't care for you. They don't love you. They want to manipulate and exploit you, but in your time of need, they're nowhere to be found. So, my advice to everybody out there, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Quit being afraid. Alright. Johnny Masters, signing off. Peace.